Tell me something. When was the last time you searched for something very specific online, like how to bake chocolate chip cookies without butter? For me, I search for very specific keywords every single day. What about you? If you're searching for specific things on the search engines, there is a high likelihood that they are long-tail keywords. And in this video, we'll talk about what they are, how they can exploit your site's traffic, and how to find them. Let's go. Hey, it's Jack from Rank Math, the one-two that brings you easy-to-use SEO and AI tools, and this channel provides you with tips, tricks, and tutorials to grow your search traffic. So if you're new to us, subscribe. Now, many people get confused between the length of short tail, medium tail, and long tail keywords. Some people would say short tail keywords have 1 to 2 words, medium tail keywords have 2 to 3 words, and long tail keywords have 3 or more words. Do you see the overlap here? A 2-word search term can be considered short or medium tail, and a 3-word search term can be considered medium or long tail. So which is which? This is the biggest confusion of all. So let me clear this up for you. Instead of looking at the number of words, we should look at the specificity and intent of the search phrase. The more vague a search term, they can be considered as short tail, and the more specific a search term, they are considered long tail. And anything in between being vague and specific, they are considered medium tail. The key difference between medium and long tail is that medium tail targets a broader audience, while long tail are more descriptive and target niche queries. If a 3-word phrase is specific enough to represent a focused search intent, it can be considered a long tail keyword. An example of a 3-word medium tail keyword would be best budget laptops. The reason why it is medium tail is because there is a broad range of laptops available on the market. It is not specific. However, a 3-word long tail keyword will be best gaming laptops because it specifies the niche of laptops you're looking for, and you're looking for the best of them. As long as a keyword is specific enough for its context, it can be considered a long tail keyword. But whatever the case may be, medium tail or long tail, most importantly, they are driving traffic and sales to your site, right? So let's understand how long tail keywords can drive more sales for your business. When you search for a short tail keyword, for example dog, you will see a huge search volume. Now the search term dog is very vague, so let's search for something a little more specific, but it is still a short tail keyword. Let's say dog food. Let's hit continue, give it a while, and as you can see, the search volume is still high, but not as high as the search term dog. Just think about it, when you search for dog food, do you have the intention to buy dog food? Not yet, right? You are still in the research phase. You want to learn more about the different types of dog food available on the market. So let's search for something even more specific using medium tail keywords. Let's say healthy dog food, because you want your dog to be healthy. This is considered medium tail because it does not convey specific needs, types, or dietary considerations like grain-free, raw, etc. There are many different types of dog food. For your information, in the keyword best gaming laptops, it is considered long tail because gaming laptops is a specific type of laptop. Anyway, as you can see, the search volume is much lower, but you are transitioning into buying something already, right? You won't search for healthy dog food without the intention of buying it down the road, but still you are in the research phase because there are so many healthy dog foods to choose from. And assuming you're going down the path of a buyer's journey, which we have talked about in this video right here, it is important for you to understand that as a business, so go watch that later. The link is in the description. Anyway, you'll be searching for something even more specific after doing some research, probably a long tail keyword. For example, best grain-free dog food for puppies. You have specified your dog as a small dog and you want the best grain-free dog food. This is very specific. Let's search for it, give it a while, and here we go. Though it only has about 390 monthly search volume, there is a very strong intention to do something after acquiring that knowledge. Another example would be organic dog food for sensitive stomachs. Maybe your dog always has an upset stomach with regular food, so it drives you to search for such a keyword. And because there is a need, there is a very high chance you will make a purchase after finding a suitable organic dog food. So the more vague the search phrase is, the higher the search volume, and because there is no clear intent, even if you get a lot of traffic, they hardly turn into sales. Short tail keywords make up a small percentage of all the keywords being searched on the search engines. On the other hand, medium tail keywords have a lower search volume and they are generally vague. These are keywords that can get you a ton of traffic and it is great for brand exposure. But how well you convert those traffic depends on how effective you bring your customers through the buyer's journey. These keywords make up about 20+% of all search keywords. And as you can expect, the long tail keywords make up the majority of all search keywords. Though they bring lesser traffic than the other two groups, the intent behind these searches is typically more specific and focused, and the high intent traffic often leads to better sales conversion rates. Not only that, with the rise of voice search and AI search, conversational keywords and long tail phrases have become the new norm in search queries. That's why long tail keywords are so important for any business to survive and thrive. Now, before I share with you the different ways you can find long tail keywords, let's discuss the two types of long tail keywords. Now, there are two types of long tail keywords, the variant long tail keywords and the dominant long tail keywords. Let me explain what they mean, starting with the variant. Let's take for example this keyword, small kitchen remodel. It has a high search volume, and if we Google the search term, we will see the article from HGTV, style by Emily Henderson, house beautiful, house, etc. This keyword has 3 words. Let's check out a longer tail keyword, kitchen remodel for small kitchen. It has the same search volume as the previous, and if we search for it on Google, we will see the same articles ranking for the keyword as well. So these are variant long tail keywords, which means long tail keywords that have the same meaning and search intent. As you can see, there are many popular long tail keywords to find the same thing. It doesn't really matter which keyword you target here, as long as you write an article targeting one of these keywords, there is a high chance that the article will rank for all these keywords as well. There is no point in writing one article to target each of these keywords. If you do that, your site will be penalized with keyword cannibalization. Anyway, all these search volumes probably belong to the same group, and they are not independent search volumes. So this 14,800 search volume is probably shared by all these keywords. This is something that we have discussed in this video right here on keyword clustering. So if you're interested to find out more, you can check that out. The link is in the description. The dominant long tail keyword is like the most popular way to ask something specific on the internet. For example, how to attach floating shelves. As you can see, there are other keyword variations, but check out the difference in the search volume. There's a huge gap between the first keyword and the rest. So it would be wise to target the most popular long tail keyword. In other words, the keyword with the most search volume, because as you rank for this keyword, it will naturally rank for the rest. The same goes for another keyword such as how to start a small vegetable garden. It is the most searched keyword out of the bunch, and if there is another long tail keyword that is even more specific, you can try to incorporate it into the same article. Such as in this case, you can write an article about how to start a small vegetable garden, but in it, you can add a section for starting the vegetable garden in the backyard. So you won't particularly write another article just for this super specific keyword. Alright, now that we have a good knowledge about long tail keywords, let me show you some ways to find them. We have covered how to do keyword research in this video right here, but I'll just quickly go through them with you. And if you want to go into more details about finding the right keywords for your site, then watch that video. The link is in the description. Anyway, the first method is this. I'm pretty sure you know when you search for something on Google or other search engines, before you complete typing in your search term, they will already provide you with some suggestions. So feel free to use this to your advantage. For example, when you type best grain-free dog food, you see before you even complete the search term, there are already many suggestions popping up. These are all search terms that others are searching for on Google, and Google is trying to guess what you are searching for. Anyway, this is already a long tail keyword, but you can further expand it to find more relevant keywords. Simply go through the alphabet list by typing space and then A. You see, these are all the unique search terms people are searching for. You can jot them down and then replace A with B, and you will find more unique long tail keywords. If you're wondering if these two keywords are literal, no, they are not. Bullies and boxers are breed of dogs, just for your information. Anyway, jot down whatever keywords you think your site or business will benefit from, then replace B with C, and then change it to D, E, F, and the list goes on. When you're done with one seed keyword, do another and go through the alphabets again. Another variable you can add is the underscore in between the keywords. For example, let's say you want to start with the seed keyword best dog food for allergies. Instead of running through the alphabet as I've shown you, you want to know what type of dog food for allergies other people are searching for. So you could add an underscore between best and dog food. And as you can see, people are searching for the best dry dog food, best salmon dog food, homemade, raw, lamb, etc. I think this can produce a lot of unique long tail keywords. Now the next Google tool is to find long tail keywords in the people also ask section. I believe for almost every search you do, you'll be able to find this section. And in this section, you will find closely related questions which can be used as part of your keyword or topic cluster. As you expand one of the queries, you will realize there are a couple more follow-ups or related sub-questions. With this, you can explore more topics so that you can create the most comprehensive article or a group of articles to serve your audience. You can keep expanding the queries until you find that the queries are not what you're looking for anymore. From there, you can start over with another keyword and go through the same process over again. And don't forget, every time you search for something, always visit the people also search for section to find more long tail keywords. As you can see, Google provides you with many keyword discovery tools. You just need to know how to use them. And now you know. The next method is using Google Trends. More than just identifying popular trends, you can use Google Trends to find long-tail keywords. As we visit Google Trends, click on Explore. From here, if your target audience is from a particular country, you can select it. Otherwise, if your audience is worldwide, you will select this. And since we are looking for trending long-tail keywords, we will select any time frames of 12 months or below. And then add your seed keyword. As you can see here, there are different suggestions for your search term. If you're looking for trending topics of this book, you'll select this. Otherwise, if it is a trend of the search term, you will select this. And it will provide you with the trend details of the keyword. And right below here, you will see the related queries section. As you can see, there are a couple of long tail keywords you can target. These keywords are rising in popularity, but if you want keywords that are trending consistently over the period you've selected, you can switch this to top. And here you go. These are the top trending keywords over the period, and they are unique long-tail keywords you can target. I would say not all seed keywords will produce meaningful long-tail keywords, so you have to explore it on your own. And if you want a more detailed tutorial on Google Trends, you can check out the links in the description. Now let's check out the next method. Google Keyword Planner is another amazing tool to find long-tail keywords. If you don't know how to get to this page, we have placed a link in the description. And in case you got lost in Google Ads, you can find the tool when you hover over Tools. Under Planning, you will see the tool right here. Anyway, what you want to do is to click on Discover New Keywords, and there are two options to discover keywords. You can either start with keywords or start with a website, possibly your competitor's website. And for example, let's say one.com, and then depending on where your audience resides, you want to click on this and select the appropriate country. But if you have a worldwide audience, then you want to remove all countries and hit Save. Now all locations will then be selected. I want to select the entire site option and hit Get Results. Give it a while. And here we go. It has found close to 1500 words. But not all keywords are long-tail keywords. As you can see, some have only 2 words. How do you filter them? What I would recommend you do is to download the keyword ideas and save them as either a CSV file or Google Sheets. Let's choose Google Sheets, give it a name, and click on Download. Give it a while for it to prepare the report, and once done, let's open the sheet. Now the first column is the keyword column. You want to create a blank column right beside the keywords column so that you can count the number of words. You want to click on this to select the entire column, right click and select Insert one column to the right. And here we go. In this column, you want to add a formula to count the number of words in the keyword column. So this is the formula. Don't worry, you can find the formula in the video description below. Now this A10 here, as well as this, you see as I highlight it, it represents this cell. This is the cell selectors. So you want to change them accordingly. Since I am in cell B4, which is right here, I want to count the number of words in cell A4. So I will change this accordingly. And as you can see, it will count the number of words in this cell. By domain, there are 2 words, and therefore there is a number 2 right here. Now the next thing is you want to apply this formula to the rest of the cells. So instead of clicking and dragging this, which is time consuming because there are thousands of keywords, what you want to do is to click on the top cell, hold Ctrl or Command, then the Shift key, and then the down arrow on your keyboard so that all the cells in the column will be selected. And then you want to hold Ctrl or Command and D, and the formula will be applied to all the cells in the column. Let's see if this is correct. This keyword has 4 words, and here we go. The count is the same for this as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and here we go. Alright, now that the formula is correct, let's add a filter. Let's click on the row with all the descriptions so that they will be selected. Then click on data and create a filter. And on this column, click on the filter. You want to remove cells with number of words below 4. So essentially removing 1, 2, and 3, and click OK. And what you are left with are long tail keywords your competitors are ranking for, and you can target them accordingly. Don't stop at just one competitor's site, perform the same on other competitors' sites, or you can use the other discover new keywords too as well to find long tail keywords. The next method is to use Content AI to find long-tail keywords. As you may know, RankMath provides you with 750 AI credits every month for free, so you can use the Content AI module as you hover over RankMath SEO, and the module is right here. Go to the chat feature and chat with our rank bot. Simply add a prompt, say generate a list of high-volume long-tail keywords for the dog training niche. You can substitute dog training with whatever niche you are in, and hit send. In just a couple of seconds, you will have a list of long-tail keywords that are related to your niche or industry. And from here, you will need to use tools like Google Keyword Planner to discover the search volume of each keyword. Alright, the next method to find long-tail keywords if you have a budget is to use competitor analysis tools like Ahrefs or SEMrush. They can quickly and easily generate a ton of high volume and low competition keywords for you. And then check out forums, social media groups, and Q&A sites like Quora and Reddit to see what specific questions or phrases people in your niche are using. Most likely they are long-tail keywords. And finally, pay attention to questions your customers ask in emails, comments, or on social media. These real-world queries are one of the best sources for long-tail keywords. One of the best ways to measure the effectiveness of your long-tail keyword is through the Google Search Console. Go to the Performance tab, and here you will see all the queries your site is ranking for. You can expand this to the maximum so that you do not need to flip pages. So some are short and medium tail keywords and some are long tail keywords. So let me show you how to filter out only the long tail keywords. Over here you want to click on Add Filter, select the query option, change this to Custom Regex, and you want this to be Matches Regex. Then paste this set of regex operators. This will help filter out all the keywords that have 3 words or less, leaving only those that are 4 words or more. Now I know you will have a hard time typing this out, so check out this page, the link is in the description. This is the link. And as you scroll down, you will see many different regex functions to use in the Google Search Console. And the one we are using right now is right here. So let's go back to the Search Console and hit Apply. And here we go. These are all the long tail keywords the site is ranking for. From here, you can see their performances. This is a test site, so don't expect anything out of it. Anyway, if you click on an individual keyword, you will be able to see the historical performance of it. And don't stop here. Let's say that this is an important keyword for your business and you want to track the performance of it. If you have RankMath Pro, you can track the performance of your selected keywords. Let's highlight this and copy it. Go to the site, hover over RankMath SEO, go to the Analytics module, and click on the Rank Tracker. Here you want to click Add, paste the keyword you want to track, and hit Save. And there you go. RankMath will now track the performance of the long tail keyword for you. So the next time you want to see the performance of it, you don't have to visit your Search Console. Just visit the rank tracker. In fact, you don't need to visit your Google Search Console at all if you have Rank Math Pro installed. The Analytics module provides you with the same information. Just visit the Keywords tab, and here are all the keywords your site is ranking for. And if you want to track, for example, this keyword, simply click on the plus sign, and when you visit the rank tracker, you will see the keyword added to it. It's a convenient way to track your keywords. With this, I hope you have a good understanding of how to leverage long-tail keywords to boost your site's traffic and sales. If you find this video helpful, how about helping us out by smashing that thumbs up? If you haven't subscribed to us, do so because we are all about helping you grow your search traffic. This is Jack from Rank Math. I'll see you in the next video.